Can you evaluate news by checking if other outlets report it? In a world overflowing with information, the ability to assess news credibility is more important than ever. Just yesterday, many people were asking, can you really evaluate news by checking if other outlets report it? With the rise of misinformation, this question is at the forefront of public discourse. So, how can you navigate this complex landscape? Checking whether multiple news outlets report the same story can be a helpful step in assessing credibility. When several reputable and independent news organizations cover the same event, it can suggest the story is likely accurate. This is because it has passed through different editorial processes and fact-checking standards. However, this method has its limitations. First, many news outlets may rely on the same original source, such as press releases or a wire service like the Associated Press. This means multiple reports might not representing independent verification, but rather repetition of the same information. For instance, local news outlets often use wire services for broader coverage. Therefore, seeing the same story across outlets does not guarantee it has been independently confirmed. Second, some stories might be widely reported but still contain inaccuracies or bias. This is especially true if the outlets share similar editorial perspectives or agendas. Media bias ratings show that some sources lean politically, affecting how stories are framed or which details are highlighted. Cross-checking across outlets with different editorial stances can provide a broader view. Third, certain misinformation can spread widely and appear in multiple places before being corrected. Fact-checking organizations emphasize the importance of verifying information beyond just seeing if it is widely reported. Tools like community notes on social media platforms attempt to add context but are not always accurate. For individuals developing media literacy skills, it is important to check the credibility and bias ratings of the outlets reporting the story. Look for original sources or direct evidence cited in the reports rather than just repeated summaries. Use fact-checking websites and tools to verify claims, especially for controversial news. Consider the diversity of sources, including those with different political or cultural perspectives, to get a more balanced understanding. While multiple reports can increase confidence in a news story, effective evaluation requires examining source credibility, cross-referencing independent verification, and using fact-checking resources to avoid misinformation.